How's it going out there? What's that? I just came back from the Bannock County Courthouse just to make sure, just to make sure they really dismissed it. That's how much I don't trust any of them after what they did to me. You know what I mean? So I got the physical copy of dismissal. And I still made sure it was dismissed. Today is the 27th. See that? The 27th is today, when my second pretrial conference was supposed to be against the Pocatello police. And the police were like watching me in the courthouse. You know what I mean? They give me the death stare. I'm like, do whatever. Do whatever. I don't need weapons. Do whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not the one that needs a ton of backup and weapons. You know, do whatever. That's what I was doing the whole time. Like, they were watching me. Like, so what? I'm just making sure my court trial got dismissed. Like you guys said. Because I don't trust any of you. None of you. And the public defenders checked, and he said, yes, it did get dismissed. It's still dismissed. He checked it right there. I'm like, all right, thank you. But yeah, I didn't get to disqualify Judge Herod or anything. But it looks like it is dismissed. So I'm thankful for that. But you never know. I don't trust any of them. Even though they gave me a physical dismissal in mid-August. A physical dismissal. I still didn't trust it. They'd be like, you didn't show up at your pretrial conference on the 27th. On the 27th, you missed the hearing. You know, there's a warrant out for you. You know what I mean? That's why I went to the courthouse to make sure. To make double sure that it is dismissed. That way there's not, oh, you missed a hearing, so we can harass you more. And there's a warrant out for you, so we can bully you. Where, you know, whenever we run into you, we can bully you because you missed a hearing. See what I mean? So just making sure that they stay true to stay honest, which they don't. But hopefully this is a for sure thing. You know, public defender said it's dismissed. Beyond the paperwork, word of mouth, right in front of the courthouse, right from the courtroom where I was supposed to go into this pretrial conference, right there, right then, he said it's dismissed. And I didn't see my name on the paper, you know, on the lineup, you know, the lineup of people. I didn't see my name on there for when I was supposed to be there at 9 a.m. this morning. So I'm like, but I had to make double sure, triple sure, you know what I mean? So, but anyways, I saw Pontius Pilate. He's okay. He's all right. I got nothing against Pontius Pilate, the main judge of the trial. I got nothing against him. He treated me with respect, okay? To my face, at least. He treated me with respect. Before that, I was getting treated like an animal, less than an animal, like I'm crazy, you know, all around. You name the authorities, all around. From lawyers to police to sheriffs, you name it. I was getting treated like an animal, bullied. Pontius Pilate treated me with respect. That's why we respect that judge. Judge Axline. He's alright. He's alright. So, he's the one that dismissed the case. So, we respect him. So, anyways. But I had to make sure. Like, if you were treated like I was on the streets by the police, like, good Lord. And treated the way I was treated in jail, good Lord. You wouldn't trust it if they gave you a dismissal either. I don't trust it. The paper that says dismissal. I'm going to the next hearing. That's what I did. Made sure. I made sure. They're not like honest like you and me. They're not. That's why we gotta make sure. Sure. Triple sure. Quadruple sure. super, 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 super sure. You know what I mean? It's not like any of them are Jesus, you know? An honest guy all the time. The only honest guy all the time is the Lord Jesus. And even sometimes I'm not sure. So he's the only one is trustworthy anytime. So, anyways. So it looks like it's dismissed, JR. Relax, JR, relax. You're my top attorney, JR. Relax. It looks like it really is dismissed. Take a break. Make a video for me. playing the synths. We did good, you and me. So, but I really wanted to disqualify Judge Herod. I really did. Like in front of Pontius Pilate. I'm like, we're disqualifying Judge Boyer, Judge Herod. We're disqualifying him from the trial for calling me crazy or insinuating that I'm crazy. He's disqualified. I wanted to do that at this pre-trial conference today in front of Pontius Pilate. I'm like, we're disqualifying Judge Herod. Yes, we are. So, but I didn't get to do that. So, but it was on the for sure go. It was on the for sure go. To be like, the only rights I had for the whole trial was disqualifying that judge, and I was going to do it. I was going to do it in front of the better judge. And they might be friends, those two judges, but I don't care. Like in the Bible, Herod and Pilate became friends all of a sudden. It says that in the Bible, you know, just because they don't like me, just because they didn't like Jesus, they became friends. You know, they probably weren't even friends before my trial. Now they're friends to try to, you know, since my trial. Anyways. But overall, from being bullied on the streets to the dismissal, overall, it was a horrible experience. It was a horrible experience. You ever been followed by the CIA? You ever been followed by the FBI? It's a horrible experience. You know what I mean? Horrible. You know what I mean? I just wanted to see the USA's true colors that aren't pure. That's all I wanted to see. You know, for myself and for you too. Anyways, they hate me. Needless to say, they still hate me. I mean, the police wanted to tackle me in the courthouse. I just wanted to see if my trial was dismissed. They wanted to tackle me. I could see it. I could see it in their eyes. You know what I mean? I could see it in their eyes. They're like, we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready for when he busts out his Bible. I was ready. So, he busts out his Bible. Tackle him. It's a weapon. No, it isn't. To them, it's not a weapon. Police officers tackled a guy that took out a Bible. They thought the Bible was a deadly weapon, which it is. They thought the Bible was going to shoot him with bullets from the Bible. Anyway, not about that. So it looks like it really is dismissed. I may show up for when the jury trial, just to make super 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 sure, just to make super 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 sure, you know, that maybe they were lying to me today. Maybe it's still on the docket, you know. Who knows? Maybe the jury trial is still gonna go, even though they told me to my face today that it's dismissed. That's how much we don't trust them, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure it's dismissed, you know. I don't need to check one more time when my jury trial is supposed to be. I don't need to check one more time. Praise God. It's hostile territory in that courthouse. You know what I mean? All the sunshine in the world is gone in that courthouse. You know what I mean? There's people walking around with handcuffs on their legs and handcuffs on their wrist, you know, dressed up like the Joker, like I was. You know, they're all dressed up like the Joker being escorted by bullies police with weapons, basically. I almost said, I'm like, I feel your guys' pain. Johnny's been in the Joker's suit as well. I've been in the Joker suit as well that they put you in. I have. I've been humiliated as well. Don't you worry, guys. I feel your pain. So, we'll have our day in the sun. We'll have our day in the sun, Revolution Day. So, we will. So, take down the whole system. One piece at a time. So, no matter what the harassment, we don't care. Hasn't stopped me. I don't care. I don't have many friends anyway. So. The public defender's like saying like the harassment would die down if I would back up the videos. No, I was harassed before I made videos. You know what I mean? I've been harassed before cell phones. Before cell phones, I was harassed by police. It's a never-ending thing. It's never-ending. The harassment won't stop. I was harassed before technology, before cell phones. You know what I mean? It's no different. So, either way, it's no different. I'll be harassed either way. So, anyway. But we're making an impact. You know what I mean? If the public defender's still talking about the videos that nobody cares about, we're making an impact. So, he's like, I'm not giving you this advice as a lawyer. I'm like, I know, you're not my lawyer. You're not my lawyer. Case is dismissed, you're not my lawyer. You know what I mean? We confirmed it. See you later. So, it was an accident. He was my lawyer in the first place. It was an accident, you know. I was going to go the whole trial by myself. Whole trial. I was. No public defender. But I accidentally messed up and got a public defender. Not anymore. No more public defender. So, anyways, but it seems like the judge wasn't, the main judge wasn't as corrupt as everybody else in the end. At least from what I saw. Pontius Pilate wasn't as corrupt as everybody else. He wasn't. All around. He's alright. But it took a while to find someone that wasn't as corrupt as everybody else. It took a while. I'm like, oh. So, he's alright. Hopefully, if I get bullied by police again and I have to face a judge again, hopefully it's Pontius Pilate. Hopefully. My God, give me Pontius Pilate again. So, he has Axe in his name. Justice. Axe line. Bam. But anyways, it was all messed up. What they did to me was all messed up. Big time messed up. Not as bad as Victor messed up. Not as bad as what they did to Victor messed up, but pretty messed up all the same. Pretty messed up all the same. In some ways, I'm like, maybe Victor got lucky that he didn't have to face the harassment after. You know, he's with Jesus. You know, maybe Victor got lucky because he's with Jesus now. Maybe he got lucky. So, as for me, I didn't get so lucky. I just get bullied and harassed. Not so lucky. So, anyways, that's all I'll say for that. And I wore the shirt. I wore the shirt that I wore to the protest. And the day that the snipers were aimed at me. That day. And the day that the cops pulled me over, you know, and bullied me, and put me in handcuffs, set me up, and took me to jail. You know, this is the shirt I wore that day. Ultimate Warrior. Don't you forget it. So it's poetic. It's full circle. Don't you forget it. Can't stop the Ultimate Warrior. We all know that from the 80s. No one could stop him. Except for Hulk Hogan. But anyways. That's all I'd say for this video. But hopefully it's done. But it doesn't seem like it's done. The trial's done. But as for the war, it's far from done. The mini trial. That felt like an O.J. Simpson trial for not putting my blinker on. feels like it's far from over, so we're ready. We're sharp still. Anyways, we went to hostile territory today, and we did all right. Just making sure they were honest for once in their careers. Just making sure. And that's all I'll say for this video.